Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to turn your Standard 4 English vocabulary list into a total quest. If you're getting ready for your Standard 4 scholarship exams, learning new English words is a massive part of your journey. But don't worry, we aren't just going to stare at a boring list today, we're going to explore them together using some really fantastic visuals. By the end of this Explainer, you're going to be a vocabulary master, completely ready to ace those exam questions with flying colors.
Here's our adventure map for today. First, colors and amazing shapes. Then, yummy fruits and vegetables. Next up, fun games and school things. And finally, the boss level, the ultimate brain challenge. Let's get right into it.
All right, Level 1, Colors and Amazing Shapes.
Think of this page as our very first treasure map. It shows us exactly how English words connect to the stuff we see every single day, at home, up in the sky, or right in your classroom. If you look closely, you don't just read the word circle, you actually see the shape right next to it. And you know what? That is absolutely the best way to train your brain for your Standard 4 scholarship test. When you connect a new word to a picture in your head, it literally locks it into your memory.
Notice how it groups a color like red with things you already know, like a rose or a tomato. That makes it super easy to remember. So when your exam asks you to identify the color of something specific, you won't even have to guess. You see white, and bam! Your brain immediately thinks of chalk, milk, or cotton. You see black, and you instantly picture a crow, hare, or coal. Creating these little groups in your mind is a total secret weapon for building your vocabulary.
And this brilliantly shows how those tricky abstract shapes match your favorite real-world items. I mean, sometimes words like cylinder or oval can sound a bit complicated, right? But when you realize an oval looks just like a yummy toffee or a cylinder is just the shape of a powder can, it makes perfect sense. A coin is a circle, an ice cream cone is, well, a cone, and that warning signal on the road, just a triangle. Linking the shape word to something you can actually touch or see makes learning it a total breeze. Moving right along to Level 2, Yummy Fruits and Vegetables.
Okay, look at these massive gardens. We've got fruits on one side, vegetables on the other, just packed with healthy words to learn. Check out the fruit side. Can you spot the mango at number 1? Now scan over to the veggies and find the bitter gourd at number 5. For your scholarship exam, you've got to be able to identify these really quickly. Like you need to know for sure that a papaya is a fruit, but a cabbage is a vegetable. By looking at these big visual lists, your brain naturally starts to sort them into the right baskets.
Now, to make sure we don't get tricked later in the boss level, let's spot the difference between a sweet lime and a bitter gourd. See, it's not just about knowing their names, it's about knowing what they're actually like. Is a sweet lime sweet or bitter? Is it a fruit or a vegetable? Remembering that a sweet lime is a sweet fruit and a bitter gourd is a bitter vegetable is going to help you solve some seriously tricky puzzle questions later on.
Next up, Level 3, fun games and school things.
This section is all about action. You can see kids playing playground games like hide and seek and tag, and right below that, there's your trusty school bag and water bag. Recognizing these everyday objects and activities in English is super crucial. When you're taking your test, the questions will often describe an activity or an object, and you'll have to pick the right English word from the choices. So visualizing a lunchbox or a slate right now, that's preparing you perfectly for the exam.
Okay, here's a secret tip for your exam. Examiners absolutely love to test if you know the difference between indoor and outdoor games. Categorizing things is a huge part of your Standard 4 scholarship prep. You need to remember which games we play inside, like table tennis, and which ones need a big outdoor field, like cricket. If a question asks for a game played on a large field, you'll know immediately it's not going to be table tennis or chess. It's definitely going to be cricket or football.
All right, get ready. It's time for Level 4, the Ultimate Brain Challenge.
We're going to use the sample questions straight from our scholarship guide to test out our new powers. These questions might try to trick you, but hey, because you've already pictured the shapes, the tastes, and the categories, you are completely ready for this. So here's our first mystery from the test. It asks, which of the following is sour in taste? The options are number 1, sweet lime, number 2, apple, number 3, lemon, or number 4, peach. Can you guess the answer to this taste bud mystery before I reveal it? Think back to our fruit and vegetable gardens. You got it. The answer is number 3, the lemon. Sweet lime, apple, and peach are all sweet fruits, but a lemon is famously sour. Do you see how knowing the actual properties of the fruit, not just the name, helped you crack that question instantly? That is exactly how a vocabulary master thinks. Let's move on and see how this builds our logic skills. We're going to play a quick game of Odd Man Out. This is a really popular type of question in the scholarship exam because it tests whether you know how things are grouped together.
The question simply says find the odd man out, and here are your options. Option 1 is a pencil. Option 2 is a pen. Option 3 is a bird, and option 4 is a book. Take a close look at these 4 and shout out which one doesn't belong with the others. Take a second.
Brilliant work. The answer is option 3, the bird. The pencil, pen, and book all belong to the category of school things that we covered back in level 3, right? They're all used for studying. But a bird? That's a living animal. It just doesn't fit the pattern. You just used your category logic to find the odd man out. Awesome job.
All right, we have time for one final tricky challenge. This one is going to combine a few different things we've learned to see if you can make a logical leap.
Listen carefully to this one. If milk is white, then sky is blank. Your options are 1. Blue, 2. Green, 3. Orange, or 4. White. Think back to our very first level about colors and everyday objects. The question is creating a relationship here. If milk matches with the color white, what color naturally matches with the sky?
Yes, the answer is option 1, blue. Milk is always white, and the sky is always blue. You made that connection effortlessly. And with that, you have officially conquered the ultimate brain challenge. I am so proud of how you used logic to solve that. You proved that you don't just memorize words, you actually understand what they mean and how they fit into the real world. Quest complete! You did an amazing job navigating these vocabulary levels. But as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final real-world mission. Don't look at a screen right now. Just look around your room. Can you spot 3 different shapes and name 3 different colors in English before you do anything else today? Challenge yourself, keep exploring, and keep mastering those words. Good luck on your scholarship journey, and I'll catch you next time.